You gotta. I got a message. That's why I hesitated. You got to, for one, catch the ball in order to have a chance. I see a lot of receivers. I'm not going to mention one right now, but I'll mention them later. That went up for the same type of ball and didn't bring it down. This guy brought it down, and when he hit the ground, he thought he was going to be hit, so he was bracing for the hit a little bit. When he didn't feel nothing, and he seen end zone, that was a good receiver. Because when you see end zone and you ain't feel nobody around you, your instance is for you to go. A lot of people probably would have stepped out of bounds because they know they had to step out of bounds. The clock was running. You know, like a Chris Webber calling the timeout. He ain't having timeout. You know, he ran down and scored that touchdown, man. That was a big play, man. You know, that was a big ass play right there. And I feel that this guy right here, Diggs, he should get everything he want in the city today because he kept them from blowing another playoff game like they usually do and whatnot. Big up to Diggs, man. Did I say big up to the guy? Yeah, I said that. Yeah, Vince Wright, man. Because Vince Wright, for a minute, he was nowhere to be found when that game was going on. So the Saints, they going home, put them uniforms in mothball for next season. You know, getting ready for the OTAs and all that. You know, go rest your bodies up. Come get on this fishing boat. The boat leaves at 3 o'clock. Chief Rocka going to the boat at 2:30 once he get off. And then once I get on that boat, if you ain't there, then I'm gone. You know, I guess you just got to sit on that old raggedy ass couch and watch the game. Okay, number 2 loss yesterday. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Who would have thought that the Steelers would absolutely come out there and let this team jump on them like that, man? You home. Everybody talking about Jacksonville won't be able to stand the cold. It gets a little cold in Jacksonville. Don't get that cold, but it gets a little cold in Jacksonville because I was stationed in Jacksonville for 3 years. It gets a little cold. So who would have thought that Jacksonville come out there and weather like that and beat on them still? They jumped all on that. The stadium got so quiet at one time. When they scored that first touchdown, I could have sworn that they was breathing for their life when they started cheering. You know? But anyway, man, Pittsburgh got jumped on yesterday, man. Where the Pittsburgh? Where you at, Big Will? $1.06, where you at? Where you at? I guess, you know, everybody in the morning. But, we got somebody in the house. Oh, okay. We got Peter Quirk. What's up, Peter Quirk? We got an incoming call right now, too. Call, what's your name? What you calling for? What you want to talk about?
Judge Vince Wright, sports governor, great state of Minnesota.
What's going on, Vince Wright? What it be like, bro?
What's up, my brother? What's up, my brother? Hey, man, first I just have to say I was everywhere to be found during that game yesterday. I wasn't running or hiding home.
Oh, okay. No, I had called for you a couple of times in the group chat and whatnot, and I didn't get no response. Yeah, then I made a comment that Vince probably in that bottle by now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Mac Farrell said he here. What team is Mac Farrell with? Let me see. Mac Farrell, who he with? Steeler Nation. That's right. Call up Mac after the Gov get off. But anyway, Gov, go ahead and talk about how you feel, man. And what's the state of the city right now? What they feeling out there? They feel that Prince is out there playing every day or what?
Man, obviously the Twin Cities is flying high after last night. And look, man, here's what I want everybody to understand.
Right.
We've had so many plays like that, Jersey, like you just said, go against us, whether it's missed field goals,
right,
Hail Marys that have gone against us, and everything else. This was really the first time we were on the other side of a play like that, and it keeps our season going. It gets us to the NFC Championship game. So, I hear you, man. Case Keenum had a little pullback yesterday.
Right.
Had his receivers bail him out a little bit. But, hey, man, props to Case Keenum, props to obviously Stephon Diggs, who's the king of the Twin Cities right now.
Right, that man should get anything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, exactly. I have to keep an eye on the first lady. I thought she might have been offering her services to him yesterday.
No, I hope the first lady wasn't, but if she did, you had to turn your head on that one. I see the first lady in the house too. What's up, Angie?
Yeah, you might be right. I know she's in the chat room. What's up, girl?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Vince, but on your show Thursday night, didn't I tell you one of the keys to your success yesterday would be Murray? I told you that when Murray came to the Vikings, he never expected the Vikings to get a rookie back like they did. Dalvin Cook fell into the Vikings' lap, so they couldn't do nothing but take him, and that took Murray out the equation. But when Dalvin Cook got hurt, Murray was running with a vengeance because, for one, he was mad because the Raiders didn't want to pay him, and then for two, he's on Minnesota thinking that he's going to be a starter, and then a young boy come out of college that had better, energy than he had and, can run harder, to where he had to change his game and become that complete back. Because yesterday he caught the ball out the backfield and he was running hard, man. And big ups to Murray, man. But I did say that on your show.
Right, and Jersey, just to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, man, I was on our friend Larry B's show for IE Sports Radio Saturday. I was going against the New Orleans fan in kind of a lightning round back and forth. And they go, okay, Gov, what's going to be the X factor for the Vikings in this game? And I said it's going to be our two running backs, McKinnon and Murray.
Right.
Now, everybody's heard about New Orleans, and deservedly so. I mean, Kamara, Mark Ingram, they are studs, all pros. We get all that. But we got a couple good running backs up here. And by the way, in total yardage, we were only maybe 200-300 yards behind their running back. So that was real close, and that was my X factor, and you kind of saw it a little bit yesterday. Latavius Murray, man, he's running like nobody's business. A lot of things to prove. He lost the job to Dalvin Cook early on, and he's playing with the vengeance. And like I said, man, this team is just well-grounded, good, solid quarterback who, besides the one goofball pass yesterday that he made for that interception, which almost kind of set New Orleans up to win that game, Case been doing good, running backs, and obviously we got the number one defense. Defense got to tighten up, before they get to Philadelphia, though, Jersey, because they can't have another game like that and expect to win.
That ninja said Stephon Diggs has been doing that all season, and they ran the same corner route with the wide receiver, so the ball can either go to him or out of bounds. Yeah. But see, what I think happened was, I think New Orleans defensive back thought he was going to try to step out of bounds, and he was going to try to keep him inbound. But when the ball shifted a little more inbounds towards the middle of the field, and Diggs came down that way, that's how he totally missed him. And, man, that was not, man, you know what, bro? I was sitting up here like, what the hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that was obviously one of the most incredible blown missed tackles, whatever it was. It was. And, I'm not even going to try and explain what happened. I'm going to leave that for Williams and for the New Orleans Saints jersey.
Right.
I'm just glad it happened. I'm just glad it happened. And I don't give two shits where Case was trying to throw the ball. Look, man, all I know is the play happened. It happened for us finally. We got a break. Yeah, we got a break. We're not the world beaters that a lot of Minnesota fans thought we are.
Right.
We are moving on to the NFC Championship. So, whoever's quarterback and whatever, I don't care. Let's just keep this train going.
Okay, tell me something. Now that you're moving on, what do you think about your chances, right? And do you feel like a lot of people feel that Randy Moss is going to show his face this week in Philly to encourage y'all on, because this is Randy's year to go to the Hall of Fame? If the Vikings go to the Super Bowl playing home, Randy going to the Hall of Fame, that would make the Purple Empire, which they call Minneapolis, one of the glorious spots for Prince to reincarnate himself.
Yeah, the old Prince ghost I see, right?
Yeah, Prince showed up yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah, the Prince ghost, dearly beloved.
yeah. So what you think, Vince? What you think?
In all seriousness, Jersey, what it's going to take for these Minnesota Vikings to move forward and to come back home for the championship, my friend, is the defense is going to have to get pressure on Nick Foles for first and foremost. That defensive line, again, was a tale of two halves yesterday, man. Looked so good in the first half, shut them out, went to bed in the second half, got to play a complete game in Philadelphia because, nobody is looking like world beaters. I mean, that Atlanta-Philadelphia game, you can argue on both sides of that how kind of ugly it was. Vikings obviously had a piss-poor second half up until the miracle in Minneapolis yesterday.
Right.
So Vikings defense really got to get on board, Jersey. Case Keenum can't make mistakes, can't have any stupid passes like he did yesterday with that big interception. Receivers keep doing what they're doing. Running backs keep doing what they're doing. And let me give a special shout-out to the Vikings offensive line because for the past year and a half, man, and deservedly so, Jers, these boys played like shit. And we're not good. We're not good. We traded Khalil, got him out of there, and now they have played phenomenally. To New Orleans' credit yesterday, they got that case a little bit. But I'm speaking, over the course of the season, they played rather well. So we need them to kind of steady up as well. And, I think Minnesota can get out of there and come on home and play the Super Bowl. But, it's really, you're going to have to hunker down, man. But I know the Vikings opened at like a 3.5-point favorite. I would take the Vikings by like 6 points right now.
Wow. And y'all heard it on record here. Chief Rocka marked that. Vince said that his team, he feel that they can win by 6.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, that's big ups to you, Vince. Hey, Vince, man, I thank you for calling in, man. I'm trying to get these other people to call in, Pittsburgh fan, Matt Farrell, the Microwave, and people like that, Yeah,
right,
man.
Right.
But Jersey, tell people,
just real quick, man.
Yeah.
Jersey, I just want to say real quick, man, thank you for doing the job you're doing. Appreciate you and all the shows and everything, man. I don't get a lot of time to listen live because I'm starting this new gig and kind of bouncing all over the place. But, man, you are doing a phenomenal job, brother. And obviously we lost Doug today. Got to get back to the real world. But, hey, man, everybody check out Chief Rocker, Jersey Vern.
Hey, man, we lost Doug, but we gained a strong X-Squad affiliate plus other people that do shows. We can fill the gaps, man, because you know what? We all family in this podcast, man. And listen, man, tell people where they can find you at, man, and, give them all your information, man, because, there's a lot of people out there listening outside of the chat room.
Absolutely. Yeah, everybody out there, check me out, Sports Done Right. We should be at our usual time, which is 7:30 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday. Depending on work tomorrow, I may be going a little later, but Tuesdays is usually the day. Sports Done Right, XSquadAffiliates.com, Spreaker.com, and follow the governor on Twitter at TheBigSmooth1. And you can also hit us up on Facebook at Sports Done Right, WRIGHT.
Hey, before you get out of here, some of the people in the chat room was kind of mad because RC, another guy from Duluth, Minnesota, said that they made Bridgewater the third-string quarterback, man. Why would they put, what's his name, the backup?
Bradford.
Why would they put him ahead of, and they both supposed to be pretty healthy?
Yeah, that's, good question. Look, I don't know. I really don't know. I imagine it's because Bradford has played more this season. It might be a little bit more in tune with the offense. And quite honestly, I think, don't read a whole lot into that. I think it's to protect Teddy as well, too. But, look, it's riding the case or die at this point. So it is what it is. And then we'll kind of deal with all the off-season speculation later on.
Yeah, well, I feel like this. Case Keenum, even though if he do take you out of the Super Bowl and win, it all depends on the money he's asking for. That's when they're going to be like, hey, man, we already got Teddy under contract. He's younger than you. We're going to have to go with Bridgewater,
But Jersey, you're going to let a Super Bowl winning quarterback who
I
at
didn't-
that point will have
I
taken
didn't-
your team to, what is it, 15-3?
I done seen it happen, man, throughout the years.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right, but
You know.
I'll tell you what, Jersey